Okay, Arash, welcome back to class, man. You did a fine job, man. This is good. All right, I'm just going to show you the new scales that we were working on. The whole tone scale, real quick. That's it. That's the first octave. So that is 3, 5, 7, 4, 6, 8, 5, 7, 9. That's it. And if you want to go further, it would be and then all right, so what I did there when I did 3, 5, 7, 4, 6, 8, 5, 7, 9, 6, 8, 10. Then I skipped over and did 8, 10, 12, and then I did 9, 11, 13. That's the thing. The two strings at the end, that would be 8, 10, 12, and then 9, 11, 13. All right, so that's where things kind of get tricky there. All right, so the notes, if you notice, it's going to be G, A, B, and then C sharp, D sharp, F, and then you go to G, A, B again, and then C sharp, D sharp, F, and then G, A, B, and then yeah, C sharp, D sharp, F. So it just repeats itself, and so that's what you got there. Just again, know where to place the notes, because some of the notes are in the C major scale, and a good portion of them aren't not in the C major scale. So those are going to be tension notes. All right, this is kind of like using like a chromatic scale, where you use like the chromatic scales C to, it goes from the C to the next C to the higher octave of C, but everything in between, all the sharps and everything are included. So all the notes are included, including the sharps. But this whole tone scale, you're kind of doing that in a way, because you're just taking like a sequence where you're doing whole steps, right? But when you get to the next string, instead of it being like a note that's not a sharp, it's a sequence where there's sharps in it. So it's kind of tricky, but you'll get the idea, and you could hear it. It's got a certain pattern to it, and it's kind of dissonant, and it makes you kind of perk up, like, well, that's a different sound. Now we have the diminished scale. That's going to be just like the harmonic minor. All you're doing is 5, 5, 7, 8, 5, 6, 9, and then 6, 7, right? 5, 7, 8, 5, 6, 9, 6, 7. That's it. If you wanted to do the next octave, it's 5, 7, 8, 5, 6, 9, 6, 7, 9, 10, 7, 8, 11, 9, 10. That's it. So let me make sure I got that right. So 6, 7, 9, 10 on your fourth string. Your third string is 7, 8, 11, and then your second string is 9, 9, 10, and that's that. All right. All right. You also have that scale in different spaces, different places, I should say, on your guitar. Yeah. So you have it in different spots. You could even do like a little chord there. It's kind of a weird chord, dissonant. It's different than your harmonic minor, where you would just play the A minor. But you could put that, like we were playing around with it. even though you have the seventh mode of your C major scale, the seventh mode is would be the seventh note would be B. So the sequence from B to the higher octave of B would be B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. When you do a 1, 3, 5 or a triad or a chord from that, it's B, D, F. And that's a B diminished chord, right? Even though you have that, the A diminished scale sounds really good, along with the A minor, right? And go, like I said, go and play around with your scales. We do there's like a little game that you could play with your scales so you can hear the difference. It's like communicating your scales with each other. You could do this with your, let's say, okay, you're playing around with the C major scale, and you want to hear the difference between the C major and the A pentatonic, and you'll see it's kind of like a conversation between two different types of people, but they have some common or similarities to them. Right, so that was the A pentatonic and the C. You could also go, and then you can go, right? That was the A harmonic minor, right? And the A natural minor as opposed to the C major scale. So you can hear a few little differences in there. But you can use this with your harmonic minor and your A diminished. All right, so we can do that with the A harmonic minor and the A diminished. So harmonic minors. And then we got the diminished. Right, and then okay, so play around with those two. You can hear the similarities in those two. I mean, it's very similar. It's just, but you can also hear the difference. All right, there's those certain notes that are like, whoa, there's something different in there. So in doing this, this is kind of called the call and response kind of communication between the scales. When you do that with your harmonic minor and your diminished, when you hear the different changes, that's gonna improve your hearing and your awareness, and you'll be able to really detect any kind of subtle changes in notes, any of the notes. You'll be able to tell, okay, there's something different there, and that really means you're strengthening your hearing and your listening skills. So it's pretty cool. So practice it with all your scales. Also, when you do that, you're able to hear the strengths and the uniqueness of each of the scales. You're just becoming more in tune with everything and how things should sound. You could also get ideas too. So anyway, practice those things, and then we're going to get back into Don't You Worry About a Thing and more stuff. All right, thank you very much, and it's good to see you, man. Good work today. God bless.